Eva, am I just good to get started, or you're the one controlling all the recording and the closed captioning, correct?
Yeah, I'm doing that unless you would
No,
rather
you're
present it yourself, but
you are totally good. I just wanted to double check before getting started.
yeah,
So I'll
for
let you
sure.
turn on closed captioning and everything, and then we'll jump in.
Okay, we're good whenever you are.
Perfect. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Finding Your Community. Welcome to the Center for Student Involvement here at AU. And Eva, you can move to the next slide. So just a little bit about our office. We have two associate directors, and unfortunately, my colleague Asa Mack can't join us tonight. But for the Center for Student Involvement is built up of two associate directors, several assistant directors, and our lovely leader, our director, Ayana Wilson. And I am the associate director of Fraternity and Sorority Life. So my name is Samantha Easby. I go by Sam, and I will be doing the presentation tonight. So just a couple of things to know before we jump in today. So the purpose of this presentation is to provide you with an overview of our office. You'll have the opportunity to kind of meet the team. We'll go through Engage, which is the platform we use heavily at AU. We'll also go through our student organization cohorts, any welcome week programming, and then we'll have some time at the end for questions. So who is CSI? The Center for Student Involvement really is the hub for everything to do with student engagement and involvement here at AU. So we do everything from clubs, organizations, all the large scale programming initiatives, all of the programming boards, fraternity and sorority life, and all leadership programming as well. What we do, really, our office is designed to support student leadership and development through the advising of student clubs, programming, and leadership trainings. So we work directly with students to really advise them to do what they want to do on campus, whether that's start a club, join a programming board and plan a really great event, or be a chapter president in a fraternity or a sorority. Really, the options are limitless. Our office is just kind of the gateway to those opportunities. And why we do it? Ooh, sorry. We really believe in the AU campus community and the student experience, and we want everyone to find a home away from home here at AU. So just to meet the team. So as I mentioned before, we have a director, Ayana Wilson. Asa and I are the two associate directors. I oversee fraternity and sorority life, and Asa is over student involvement. So he really works heavily with student government. Maya and Mora are both our assistant directors for student organizations. So we have a very large student organization portfolio, and they help manage those. In my FSL team, I have an assistant director as well, Nadir McCoy. And then we have an assistant director for student programming, Alexis, and he oversees all of our programming boards. So all of the different events going on campus, he has his hand in. And then we have Luce and Marcus, who we could not live without. They are the financial gurus of our office and work with students to get funding for different events. So now that you have an overview of our office, I think it's best to kind of go into the platform that we utilize most. So that would be Engage. And I'm sure maybe you've gotten an email about it or have seen it maybe on other sites, or as you've been like scrolling through AU's website. Engage is a platform that really is designed to engage students, hence the name. So we have all of our student organizations have profiles on Engage. We also have all of our events listed as well. So as you can see here, this is kind of what an Engage main page looks like. As you go through AU, you'll have memberships, as you can see here. So when you go to your homepage is going to look a little different than this one. It also will have your events here, and any events that you RSVP to, excuse me, will pop up there as well. So just to kind of dive in, moving forward from our platform, we have several student cohorts that we are involved with. So here are all the different, I guess, pictures or logos of all of the different cohorts we have. So you can see AUCC, which is our club council, student media, student activity council, student government, graduate leadership council, and fraternity and sorority life. So just to dive in, we're going to go through a couple of all of our different cohorts and just give a brief overview. So starting off with fraternity and sorority life, we have 3 governing councils. So the Interfraternity Council, IFC, Intercultural Greek Collective, IGC, and Panhellenic Council. And our values are community, leadership, philanthropy, and service and philanthropy. To participate in fraternity and sorority life, you have to be enrolled full-time as an undergraduate student, be in good disciplinary standing, earned a minimum of 12 credit hours, meaning you cannot join an organization until your second semester, and also have earned a minimum GPA of 2.5 on a 4.0 scale. We do have informal recruitment in the fall, which is typically for transfer students and upperclassmen. And then we have formal recruitment in the spring for all students. We typically release registration links in order to register for recruitment in October. And we will host some other information sessions as well in the fall semester. Next up, we have our AU Club Council. So this council provides funding for our over 200 student organizations. So they provide consultations for student groups looking to program and has programming to engage with the student body. So really, if you're a part of a student organization, you would go to AUCC and present a proposal to receive funding to put on an event or different activities. Again, the requirement to join, you have to be a full-time undergraduate student in good disciplinary standing, earned a minimum of 12 credit hours, meaning again, you can't join until you're a second semester, and then also earned that 2.5 GPA. Typically, interviews take place April of spring semester for the fall. Advertising will begin late February, early March, just depending on how quickly we are able to do things. And sometimes they do advertise to replace positions as well out of season. And then the application process happens on Engage. And then next up, we have our Student Activity Council. So that's really housed for our programming group. So it's a student-run governing body for programming. And this council oversees our Kennedy Political Union, Students for Change, Student Union Board, and our Spirit and Traditions Board. Again, you have to be a full-time undergraduate student in good disciplinary standing, earned a minimum of 12 credit hours, and earned a minimum GPA of 2.5. I sound like a broken record at this point about those pieces. Again, interviews take place in April for the spring semester for fall, and advertising again will start around late February, early March. And again, the application occurs on Engage. And then we have our AU student government. So their purpose is to provide advocacy for AU student body. It provides educational programming and connects students with the community and the university. They also provide town halls and space for students to express any opinions or concerns. Again, full-time matriculated undergraduate student, good disciplinary standing, earn a minimum of 12 credit hours, and have a GPA of 2.5. Elections for first-year students do take place in the fall semester. And then elections for the executive board take place in spring. And the elections we will use the Engage platform to do those as well. Leadership development, we are currently in the process of rolling out a curricular approach to leadership development. So what that would look like is still a little up in the air, to be honest. So we've been working through several pilot programs to best figure out how to support our students in the areas of focus listed below. So self-awareness, critical thinking, cultural competency, communication, and wellness. And we've gone through several different models and are hopefully going to roll out some really great programming initiatives in the fall to support this effort. And then lastly, I know that I went through all of this a little quickly, but please make sure that you're logged in to Engage. You can see all of our lineup for Welcome Week. So if you have not logged into Engage, I would highly encourage that you do so. You can log in, you can see all of the events for Welcome Week. We have a lot of really great events lined up. So we'll have Jazz in the Garden. We will have our student involvement fair where every student organization will come out on campus, and you'll have the opportunity to interact with all of them. And then we'll also have Culture Fest and a couple other really great activities that we're hoping all of our first year students will get involved with. If you are interested in learning more about our student organizations, again, you can look at Engage. Every student organization is updated. So you will be able to see when you click on an organization, the president's name, any contact information that they need, that they have, and as well as a description of their organization and different items and different events that they have coming up. Most of our groups at this point haven't posted any events for the fall semester, but they would be able to, that you will be able to follow along as they kind of start their programming initiatives. If you already know of a club or an organization you're interested in joining, you can definitely start reaching out over the summer. We do have some people monitoring those things. If you're interested in connecting with our office, we're located in Mary Graydon, room 271. I know that maybe you don't know where that is right now, but I'm sure you will after the orientation process is over in August. But you can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or send us an email. Somebody from our office is always happy to connect with students who are interested in finding their home at AU.
It doesn't look like there's any questions in the chat right now. But as a student who's very involved with CSI, I have like multiple e-board positions in different clubs. I would also recommend just like logging on to Engage and scrolling through all the different organizations and like picking out ones that you might be interested in. And then most of them also have like Instagrams linked. And I know at least some of the ones that I'm involved in, we are like still posting over the summer, even though we're not doing things. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out to like specific student organizations.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've already got our hotel and everything for the weekend of family weekend, but I wasn't really sure. I get kind of like mixed messages from current parents on the Facebook pages. What sort of campus related activities will there be for the family weekend?
So our office doesn't actually oversee Parent Weekend, but I can tell you from experience, a lot of times they'll have some lectures that you're able to go to, some social events, and then some kind of more informational events. And then you'll also have time to, connect with your student. But I know that they'll probably be releasing that schedule or the events offered relatively early on in the fall semester. So then you would have a better opportunity to plan. But as of right now, I'm not quite sure what we haven't received a schedule from our office. So, but this office does actually do that or help facilitate that parent weekend. So in the main group, they might be able to give you a better answer.
Thank you.